Yo, what is up, boys? My name is Dragon Mike, and today we are joined by a very special guest. He has over 70,000 PR, I'm pretty sure, and he has over 10,000 Fortnite earnings. It is the one and only Ova Halo. We have already done a couple of sessions with him in the past, and he's great at what he does. By the way, if you want to see like the full 2-hour version, you can join Fortnite Academy, which is my program that teaches you how to play this game. And it includes the Solo Mastery course, which is going to be pretty relevant because Solo FNCS is coming. If you want to check it out, you can click the first link in the description. And by the way, the more people that join, the more that we can do these pro coaching sessions, which is pretty helpful for you guys. But yeah, if you want to hear the advice of a pro player that will literally tell you how to prepare for Solo FNCS, then you can watch this video. What do you recommend people do to prepare for Solo FNCS now?
Most tournaments, you just have to be good in end games and have a good mid game strategy. But obviously, becoming as good of a fighter as you can, so you don't just fall over and die. Finding a spot and sticking to it, because switching spot every week is so bad, and dying on spawn 4 games of a tournament is so bad. And root momentum, it's just not good. So getting as good at fighting and then finding a draw spot, finding a strategy, and then obviously VOD viewing either in here or by yourself, right? What other people are doing. So when you see other people doing good, go watch their games and be like, okay, what are they doing good? What am I not doing that they're doing, right? And then a lot of noble open practice. Even though you think you're good, if you don't win every single noble open game, every single one, then you're not good enough. Someone can go in and win every single one. I did that when I qualified my first solo cash cup finals when it was top 100. I just won every single game in noble opens until endgame wasn't even hard, because that's when you gain awareness. That's when you gain all this stuff you need to be able to play these endgames, right? So being good at fighting, having a draw spot, finding a strategy that a pro does or that you think is good, you can find it yourself, but that's pretty hard. And then noble endgame practice as much as you can. Get into a good position. I like being high layers personally. Always, if you can, try and put yourself at high layers because it's just better. It's safer and it's what's it called?
This was so bad. I forgot about this.
Yeah, I was just talking about high layers. You can't really get pre-edit if you're on high layer. Imagine you're up here. How are they gonna get to you? Imagine you're over here. How are they gonna get to you? You're gonna hear it, but when you're low layer, close to people, that's when you get pre-edited, right? Yeah, that's when you get punished, right? So trying to put yourself in high layers also because it's easier to shockwave from high layers, right? I don't really know what to say about this game other than you were prioritizing kills, which made you scuffed. When it's 6 zone and onwards, when you're staying in one place, I recommend building metal because otherwise you're so easy to pre-edit, right there, man. You're kind of easy to pre-edit.
From my experience, I just
Go on.
I'm so passive in 6 zone, 7 zone because there's so many kids nearby. Everyone can spray you or third party or something. But if I'm IGLing there, I'm just sitting there in a box and doing nothing. Just have awareness, do nothing. You were stacked. Just, later on you can be aggressive in 9 zone, 10 zone or something.
I mean, that's a very fair point. I think it depends on your loot though.
Yeah.
If you have bad loot, you should be aggressive early to try and get your loot up so you don't end up just getting these 16, 17 because you don't have mats. But if you're stacked, just trying to focus on positioning and just trying to focus on playing endgames and not doing a lot of stuff will minimize the risk, That's just how the game works. The less you do, the higher chance you have of doing good. And this is very important for solos as well. I love downtime in solos. And what I call downtime is doing nothing. Right? The best way to be good at solos is having such a good strategy that you're doing nothing and being stacked most of the game, right? Looting up quick and then getting in a box and just doing nothing because that's less time you have to die. That's less chance of you getting punished and griefed. Just the less you do while you're stacked, the better, usually, which is kind of what Mike said as well. Anything else to add on, Mike?
Yeah, well, that's 100% true. If someone is being super inefficient or they're rotating 1,000 meters unnecessarily or something, just have higher chance of getting awareness checked and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I fully agree. Downtime is really, really, really good. I mean, that's when you don't have a chance of dying, That's when your chance of dying goes all the way down to 0, basically.
Yeah. Yo, boys, if you've been enjoying this video so far, then maybe you can like, subscribe, and comment WVODs. Please don't skip that. It actually helps out the channel. It only takes 15 seconds. Now back with the video.
Being on higher positions to get surge, I didn't really see your mid game, but it didn't seem like you got any surge, but you didn't get hit either, right? it was a better choice box you up here, just because like there's a bigger chance of you actually getting surge, you know. So if that becomes a problem, if it's a dead game, just prioritize zone. But if it's a little bit more of a stack game, you have to prioritize being in a good surge position and zone, you know. So it's like both. But like if you're about to die to surge this game, this might have been why you could have boxed up over here, a little metal hut, or right here to have a better like surgery, you know, so surge spot.
Yeah.
And here, depending on your surge, I mean the game's not that stacked, but you shouldn't go too deep because you need to be able to look back and get surge unless you have cap surge, right? Which I don't think you have this game, so you can't really go like all the way deep, in my opinion. Like if I'm you, I'm stopping right here maximum, because like if you don't stop here, there's no chance of you getting surge. You want to be kind of ahead of people, right? But you don't want to be all the way far, because if it then pulls back, then you might be getting sprayed, you know? So if I'm you here, I'm personally boxing up here because it's a good spot. I think maybe you're going this way. Yeah, you go all the way deep, and that's the thing. You can't really get any surge, and if it pulls back, then it's also different, you know? You're 47 above surge, exactly. Like, you're not getting any surge from here. And even here is a little bit too deep, but like there's a higher chance of you actually getting surge.
So you're always like thinking to create like a buffer for surge, right? To be like...
Yeah. So either you have a buffer or you need to like get spots where you can get surge, right? Because you can early rotate here and you can get beam for 50 and your game might be over, you know?
Maybe
The problem,
like somebody
the problem with being a fragger at like a lower level, right, is you can't really control the game that much other than being the best you possibly can, right? The IGL is kind of what changes the game, right? So there's two options, and now there's actually three, right? There's three options now for you because of solo FNCS.
Yeah.
Option number one, you become an IGL and you take accountability for the stuff you do yourself, because that's how you improve the most. Because as a fragger, it's so hard. Like it's so hard to like have influence, right? Option number two, you become like a creative warrior and like an in-game GOAT fighter, right? And like a really good at finding refreshes and stuff. Like you maximize everything you can and just wait to like be able to get like a good IGL, right? Like you go in different friend groups, you shit on people, and then people are like, oh my god, you're crazy, and then they pick you up, right? Option number three is you focus on solos and you do good in solos to find a teammate. Other than that, there isn't really an option, because you're, as a fragger, you can't really influence the game enough for you to get the placement you need in duos. I'm not trying to be weird to this Magnus guy, but doesn't really know how to IGL, and I can tell you what he's doing wrong, but that's not as interesting, you know? I think it's very good there's a solo FNCS here, so if you don't wanna fully become an IGL, then you have like a chance to prove yourself here, you know? Instead of being lucky, you actually have a chance to prove yourself, because other than that, you kind of have to become a good fighter and then be one of the lucky that gets a good IGL, you know?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Obviously, a lot of people are on this trap where they're low PR, so they can't find like a good IGL. But then you know they can't get any placement, so they can't even like improve their PR and you know like get a better IGL or something.
Exactly. And that you can't really gain PR as a fragger unless your IGL is like good, you know.
Yeah.
Unless solos, which is really good, which is why solos is really good for next season, you know. For example, like Finn, the guy I play with, I don't know if you guys know him, like Babo Finn.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Like he's good at the game. Don't get me wrong, right? But like he played the game for so long, he asked me to play, and then that season I took it serious as an IGL. I locked in. I understood the strats. I understood what you need to do. I played really good, not because I'm better than him, but because I could do what I can as an IGL. And then he leveled up and he got better teammates because we played one season, did good, and then like now he leveled up, right? It's about getting to level up, and sometimes that's about luck as a fragger, you know, if you can't put it into your own hands. Personally, for me, I've never, like, I got leveled up once by Cringe when he picked me up. Like, he leveled me up because I was the fragger at that time. I played like support fragger. But other than that, I've like made myself go up, you know, by like knowing what to do, knowing how to do it, you know. Here, you should be together, being ready to insta rotate. And if I'm you, I'm insta shocking like far and like trying to get in zone, right? Because you're not together and like you're wasting time here, like you're gonna be losing Lou and stuff like that. And like making this box is good, but you should be making this box before zone pulls, just so you're ready, right? You're ready to go. It's good. Now you just gotta get in and box up, like, right on top of these kids, probably to the right. Yeah, I mean, pretty good. Now your Lou is like decent, but because you didn't insta rotate, you got punished a little bit. So your Lou is like kind of mid. And again, you're not ready to insta rotate here. With these shockwaves, you gotta be insta rotating every zone if you can, right?
Okay.
You're not ready. You haven't pre-planned it. Which that just sometimes happens. You
Yeah.
see how this? Okay, you know Kong is here, but you see how there's nobody like right here on this riverbed or whatever river.
Yeah, I see that.
Right. Yeah. And everybody's over here because you kind of know that because one you can see them, but also you know where someone is coming from. So everybody's gonna be here because this is like dead side, you know. Knowing that, you should be pre-planning. Okay, this is what I would be doing. I'd be pre-planning. Yo, whatever my teammate's Xavier. So I would be like, yo, Xavier, if the zone pulls far, I'll tell him. If the zone pulls far, we're shockwaving out the right insta, going over here, pausing, and then shockwaving again. You know, that's what I would say, right? Because I don't want to go into congested and get punished, and I want to go as early as possible so I can get ahead and be the one looking back and not getting and not killing people, right? Around 20 seconds you wait here, you know. You maybe even wait more, and then after you wait 20 seconds, you go into congested and get punished because like you're with everybody now, you know. You get punished, and then you heal up. Now you need to go again, go because you're already a little bit backside, but you wait too long, and when you're the last team that goes, you get punished, and then you die. Like that's just how it is, you know. So try and go earlier, try and see where dead side is, and try and pre-plan your rotates.